Now, this is a short video. It's about 2, maybe 3 minutes, but hang on for it because there's a little story in it and it's really worth hearing. I was talking with a gentleman the other day. This fellow used to race cars fairly seriously. Now, he wasn't a professional driver, but he drove twice at Le Mans. He drove in various big races throughout the world, and he took part, I think, in the last Targa Florio. He was a great road race driver rather than design circuits and tracks that they have today. But he was talking about the value of practice and the value of tiny incremental improvements. For instance, he would talk about being in a race and practicing for a race and being 1/10 of a second faster than his rival. Now, 1/10 of a second is even quicker than that. But yet, over 10 laps, that made a difference of 1 second. Over a distance of 50 laps, it was 5 seconds. Now, 5 seconds is a long time. You take a fellow, if you're sitting in the pits at a motor racing circuit, and the cars are going by at 150 miles an hour, and the leader comes by, wow, there he goes. Now the second fellow comes by. That's 5 seconds. That's 1/10 of a second faster. That's the value of increments. It's the same in getting fit or running your business or building a house or doing anything at all. It happens in increments, and an awful lot of people think that because it all isn't happening straight away, that in fact it's not really happening at all. It is. Make no mistake about it. What we have to do when we're actually wanting to achieve something is stick with it, persist. And that's absolutely vital. The persistence and being able to even make the slightest measure of any kind of improvement at all. And what will happen after a while is that all the small improvements, they form a force of their own, they come together, and that is what puts you onto a completely different level. And that's the value of day-to-day practice in anything you're doing. Persist, practice, do it with a will, and see it through. Any further queries on that, or if that appeals to you, have a look upstairs. In the meantime, stay well and keep breathing. I really mean that. Keep breathing. Learn how to breathe well and then keep breathing. Stay well. Bye-bye.